In that sense, Kirk, did this feel at all like that Atlanta game where you had an early lead and sort of just kept the lead throughout?
Yeah, similar. It felt maybe a little tighter than that. I think we got up even more on Atlanta, but again, just really good defensive performance all through the game, and we did a little bit of it was a mixture on offense. It was running the football at times, it was throwing the football at times, it was play action at times, it was a screen here and there, but it wasn't any one thing, it wasn't any dominance, but it was certainly enough, even a little from the 2 minutes. So a few different phases were really good for us, and then we had a time or two where didn't convert a third down or didn't make a play that we needed to that probably would have helped the game feel a little bit more like a really strong outing.
I think in the first half there, when you have a minute left and you take the shot to Diggs, right sideline, do you feel like you can almost kind of put them away there before halftime?
It's important to not only score before the half, but then we started with the ball at the start of the second half. And I think that's where you can talk about maybe being able to put a team away, is when you can score going into the half and score coming out of the half. Unfortunately, we went 3 and out coming out of the half, and that was where you point to a drive that you feel like wasn't good enough. But when you have the timeouts we had and the and could cover the field, with about a minute, it was good to see that drive, and that was a big touchdown is the way the game played out. I think we've done a great job in 2 minutes at the end of halves this year, getting some points, getting some field goals and a touchdown there, and hopefully we can keep that up as the year goes on. It ends up having a big impact on the game.
Aside from the 2 minute, it felt like the offense was fairly conservative. Was that the game plan going in, or was that kind of a response to just how the game was evolving?
Yeah, good question. I think it was a combination of, Detroit did a really good job of varying their coverages. I don't think we got a great feel for what they were trying to do and when they were trying to do it. It was pretty multiple. And certainly in the second half, I think it was an emphasis to run the football. And then when you do that, you just got to convert third downs. You're going to get 3rd, 6, and 7, and you got to convert them. And we didn't, and so then we were punting. But I certainly was a little conservative, but probably not as much as some other games where we've had a big lead.
Were they more determined to prevent the deep ball than the last meeting against anything?
We got some split safety. There were also some times where, one where we ran a play action. I did try to go downtown to Diggsy, and we just didn't get there, didn't hit it. Diggsy just felt like he couldn't. They were holding a little bit, and he couldn't pull through the coverage, and so there were a couple times where we felt like there are shots to be had, but didn't hit them. And then there were other times where, you're checking it down because they are getting out of there and playing with a lot of depth.
Once again, a diversified attack.